Ahead of the release of a landmark UN report on the state of Earth's biodiversity, here are some successes and failures in conservation efforts. Giant panda. The giant panda, native to China, has been on the IUCN's red list of endangered species for years. Determined to protect its national treasure, the Chinese government began replanting the bamboo the bears feed on exclusively and organized funding for zoos to host pandas. The panda has become something of a totem for species preservation, instantly recognized the world over. It however remains classified as vulnerable with less than 2,000 thought to remain in the wild. Bearded vulture, red tuna, new quotas and protection measures have allowed stocks to largely recover, though there are fears for the long-term viability of other tuna breeds, including big eye and bluefin. Cuenca's water frog. Until recently this frog, indigenous to Bolivia, was thought to be on the way to extinction with just a single known specimen, a male named Romeo. But an expedition last year discovered a living female specimen, who was named, you guessed it, Juliet. It is hoped that the pair will mate and save one of the world's most imperiled species. The mighty cedar trees of Lebanon are mentioned in the Bible and have clung to the mountains along the eastern Mediterranean for centuries. But as climate change makes water cycles less dependable and brings more pests such as insects, the cedars of God are under threat like never before. In 2012, Lebanon's agriculture ministry launched a program to plant 40 million cedars by 2030. The tree is still classified as vulnerable by the IUCN. Coral reefs cover less than 0.2% of the ocean bed but support around 30% of all known marine life. They are under threat from warming seas, which kill the coral and prevent reefs regenerating, as well as pollution, invasive species, and tourism. The UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change in a landmark report last October warned that even with just 1.5 Celsius, 2.7 Fahrenheit, of global warming could see 70 to 90% of Earth's coral reefs vanish. Sharks have stalked the oceans for more than 400 million years, but they are now under threat from an even more devastating predator, humans. The island's giant tortoise population was ravaged by pirates and poachers in the 18th century, and the creatures, which lived to over 100 and took decades to reach maturity, could not reproduce quick enough to save themselves.